Hi everybody, welcome to EduTap, and I also want to welcome you to the session on the ARD current affairs. And see, we are already done with the understanding of the important news that were related to ARD in the month of February, right? We have covered it earlier. But in today's session, what we are going to do, we are going to revise those news, right? So I hope the people who have joined, most of you must have covered those news that we have already covered in the separate session. Okay, today in the MCQ format, we are going to again, first you are going to analyze your retaining power, and after that we are going to understand the news. Okay, so this is going to be the flow. And before that, if you want to get the PDF of today's lecture or any other lecture that we provide here on YouTube, you can join our Telegram channel. And to get more videos related to your examination, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's directly come to question number 1, and this particular revision question of February, it says that what is the approved FRP, and that happened in your February month, okay, February 2024, of sugarcane for the sugar season of 24-25 at a sugar recovery rate of 10 to 25%. Okay, so here are your options. We have 5 options, and then from there you have to choose the right answer. I can see, okay, Preeti, good morning. Deepak, hello. Yeah, so there are the option, and you have to tell the right answer that what is the current FRP. Simply you can say what is the fair and remunerative price for sugar for this particular season. Okay, so see, here are the option, and see the correct answer over here is your option number B, that is 340. Okay, and this FRP that we are talking about, it is rupees per quintal, means per quintal how much FRP is guaranteed by government, that is rupees 340. Okay, and I can see Preeti, Deepak and Kanika all said the right answer, right? Okay, so if we talk about, see, what is FRP, I think many people would not understand what is FRP, but I hope everybody know like what is MSP, like minimum support price. And especially because of the protest we are facing, the farmers, they are doing the protest in India. I hope because of that reason, at least, even if you're from non-agriculture background, you know like what is MSP is. Okay, so MSP, as the name suggests, minimum support price. It is the price guarantee by the government that if nobody buys your crop, we are going to provide you with this minimum amount. Okay, so MSP is always released before the sowing of crops. Okay, because the farmer would have an understanding that okay, if even if nobody would buy, means some private player would not buy, so will the farmer, as a business owner, because farming is a business, right? So will he get some money or not? Okay, so he checks first that what is the MSP that the government is guaranteeing, and on that basis he chooses the crop. Okay, and why government they came up with this idea? Because traditionally we were focusing just on 1 to 2 crops. Okay, and we wanted some different crops, so to fulfill the food security requirement in India. That is why government at that time period, it came during your the green revolution, when it came in India in 1960s, then this concept of MSP came, and then we had 22 crops that were included under it. अब इसका demerit क्या हो रहा है, that the farmers, they are going for only these 22 crops only. Now they are going for any other crop, and we know how is it harmful. It affects the soil, right? We have to go for crop diversification, right? So but currently, simply understand 22 क्रॉप्स के लिए MSP है. ठीक है, अब similar to that, for sugarcane we have FRP. देखो, sugarcane we have not kept under the MSP category, because see, there is a different, sugar industry, it works on a different flow. Okay, they have the food, there is processing, sugar processing happens, right? From where? From sugarcane you get the sugar. Okay, you get the sugar, so there is a food process, the processing that happens in between, right? The shelf life of sugarcane is very very high. Okay, unlike to the MSP crops that we have. So there were some difference in the sugar industry, and that is why government decided that we will come up, एक रंग राजन committee बनी थी. तो रंग राजन committee, they suggested that instead of including it under MSP, let's coin some other concept which would be pretty much similar to MSP, but it would be dedicated for the sugarcane. And that is why how this FRP it came into existence. So sugarcane के लिए क्या आपकी FRP है, ठीक है, fair and remunerative price है. And कितना है for the sugar season 24-25, means before sowing, government had declared that if you sow, we will provide you with this much assurity. Okay, this much amount. How much it is? It is rupees 340 per quintal. Okay, अब now what is this? It says at sugar recovery rate of 10.25%. What does it mean? देखो, sugar recovery means you are recovering sugar, you are gathering sugar from what? You are getting from sugar cane, right? Ab now some sugar canes, they are of good quality, maybe up now because the farmer has taken some good seeds, or maybe it can be the case that the inputs that the farmer has provided, because of it the quality of those sugar canes were very high, right? And how the FRP is decided, we have seen per quintal, means it just decides on weight. It does not decide on that how much sugar can be extracted from it, or how it can be recovered from it, right? So that is why government has said that if the recovery rate of sugar from a certain sugar cane, if it is 10.25, okay, then how much will be given? Rupees 340 per quintal will be given. But the quality of sugar cane is very good, right? That even from 1 quintal it is providing more sugar if you compare it from some other sugar cane which is providing lesser juice, okay? So in that case, government says that if the recovery rate of sugar is above 10.25%, in that case additional amount, so means above 340, this to definitely will get, but additional per quintal how much will be provided? Rupees 3.32. okay, so usko kitna milega fir anybody? So rupees 370 340, okay, 343.32 मिलेगा उसको, ठीक है? तो this is the difference. And if you compare, just like every year it is demand that MSP should be hiked, similarly every year FRP is also it is also checked, okay, and regulated. And if we compare from the last time, so there is 8% hike that has been observed for the current season, means the government is providing comparatively from the previous case very good amount of money or the financial support to the farmer. Now coming to the second question, APEDA has recently launched a dedicated export promotion forum for the promotion of which of the following crops? Okay, so APEDA organization, it works for the promoting export of the agriculture produce and the processed food items that we have. For example, biscuits, okay, these are all bakery products, they are all processed, right? So all such products, it's the duty of APEDA which takes care of providing the international market to the people, right, to the farmers who are engaged in these activities, or the other people who are engaged in this activity, ठीक है? So it acts as a mediator, you can say, and it promotes the export of the food, the agriculture commodities and the bakery products as well, okay? So here recently in February, for the promotion of one certain crop, a dedicated portal has been, a dedicated forum has been developed, and here I can see people are replying yes. Whoever is saying option number A, millet, that is the right answer. Preeti and Anushka said the right answer. Millets are indeed the right answer. ठीक है, तो अभी क्या हुआ है? If you look at the February news, so they have to assist the registered means to assist the more export of millet, simply you can say, they have come up with this particular forum, and here what will be done? Assistance will be provided under this particular forum for the infrastructure development, quality development and market scheme, ठीक है? इसके अलावा जैसे what APEDA has done, they have also like dedicatedly they have made one website for the millet. Here you can see about millet, all the information you can get, what are the health benefits, events क्या क्या है, study report. Why? Because we know last year we had the International Year of Millets, right? India was the one to pitch that, and we worked a lot at national level and international level to spread the awareness for millets, so that more and more people can demand it, right? And because of that, farmers would have an option, and in fact such areas, the arid and semi-arid areas, there such crops can be grown easily with least or the minimum resources that are available, right? So it is a win-win situation for all, for the environment, for us as a trading purpose also, and as a food security also, right? So for that, APEDA is also doing a lot. Each and every organization of government, they are doing something about it, and that is why they have also dedicated one particular section for the millets, where they are awareing also, and they are also creating that market space for the selling of the millets. Coming to the next question, recently the cabinet has approved rupees dash crore fertilizer subsidy for 2024 kharif season. Now fertilizer subsidies are very important. Okay, every year it is given. Dekho, fertilizers, they are very very expensive. Okay, that is why what the government they do, they provide with some financial assistance, right? Now here what happens, unlike in other cases, for example in case of the gas connection, the cylinder when you buy, you must have observed that initially you pay some higher amount and then in your bank some amount is given. For example, I'm just giving you a very basic example, that I have bought a cylinder for rupees 1000 rupees. Okay, government in my bank account, they will pay me 200 rupees, right? Means they have provided me with me, or they have provided to me some financial assistance. So for me, what is the cost of the cylinder? Rupees 800, right? Now but what happens, and usually all the subsidies are like that only, where you have to pay initially and then it get reimbursed by the government. Okay, but now what was the case of fertilizers? The fertilizers was so expensive that farmer, even though they were assured that they will get the money, they could not afford to buy the fertilizers. Okay, so what case happens in fertilizer subsidy? Government, instead of giving to the farmer, what they do, they say to the industry, the fertilizer industry, they say that you provide to the farmer at reduced rate only, at subsidized rate only. Okay, and whatever be the selling that of your product will be, we will pay you that much of amount, right? So here in fertilizer industry, what happens, government, instead of giving to the farmer, they give directly to the industry, so that industry can provide that particular fertilizer at very lower rate, so that farmer can, you know, go immediately and buy the product. Here in this case, for the 2024 kharif season, I can see, yes, whoever is saying option number C, Dexon, Deepak, Preeti, Kanika, Tanya, Anushka, all are saying the right answer. Okay, option number C, yes, 24,420 has been allocated. Okay, itna crore, not just 24,420, but yes, crore has been allocated for the 2024 kharif season. Okay, and then in that there were also subsidies on the nitrogen based, in the nitrogen phosphatic based and the sulfur based, like the other fertilizer we have. Okay, तो सब्सिडी ऑन नाइट्रोजन कितनी रखी गई है? 47.02 पर केजी के हिसाब से रखी गई है. फॉस्फोरस के लिए कितना, या फॉस्फेटिक फर्टिलाइजर के लिए कितना? 28.72 पर केजी के हिसाब से. एंड पोटेसिक के लिए 2.38 per kg के हिसाब से. एंड सल्फर इज ऑल्सो आर वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मिनरल दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय द प्लांट्स, एंड फॉर दैट 1.89 पर kg रखा गया है. ठीक है, कुछ अमाउंट है. बाकी इफ यू टॉक अबाउट इफ एनपीके, इफ somebody has to buy like NPK fertilizer, NPK fertilizer means the fertilizer that I have bought, there nitrogen is also present, potassium is also present, and your phosphorus is also present, and these three are like the very important, the primary minerals that are required by the crops and which are deficient in our Indian soils, right? So this NPK fertilizer is very very important, and for that what is the cost that has been kept? Rupees 1470 per bag. Usually the weight of bag is around 50 kg. Okay, so for that 1470 per bag कितना है weight रखा, अमाउंट जो है डिसाइड किया गया है. ठीक है, next up we have the 7th session of the Codex Committee on Spices and Culinary Herbs. Culinary means the art of cooking. ओके, सो इट मीन्स culinary means cooking. ओके, तो जो भी चीज़ें spices and herbs that are used for the cooking purpose, उसकी बात हो रही है. And there was a session that was held, the 7th session, and let me tell you, this was the first physical session. All the sessions before that were all online or virtual, you can say. This was the first one physically that has happened. Okay, and it happened in India. So in which of the following places it has happened? Okay, you have to tell that. So Preeti, yes, said the right answer, and Kanika also saying yes, Kochi is indeed the right answer to this. ठीक है, 7th session it happened in the Kochi. ठीक है, apart from that, what happened in this Codex committee means what was basically the discussion. Okay, so this committee has been set up to discuss what should be the quality standards of the various species and the culinary herbs that exist. Okay, and definitely we have to maintain some quality standards. We have to make some rules and regulations so that international market can flourish properly, right? This trading between different countries, it can happen properly. For example, if I say that many of our crops, they are banned in Australia, they are banned in USA, right? Recently, if you have heard the news that MDH masala that we take, it has been rejected by the US committees, and they don't accept it, right, to be sold into the market. So why? Because there are some standards that need to be met, right? So that is why all the countries, they follow some standards which will ensure the quality and it can be sold to any part of the country. For that, the discussion was done, and in this particular seventh session, 5 species were, means basically these were the ones who were talked about, and the quality standards for them were discussed. What are these 5 species that are there? These are cardamom, turmeric, juniper berry, then we have alpice, we have star anise. Okay, these 5 species, these 5 species were discussed, their norms were discussed, and the proper meeting, like whatever be the quality standards need to be there, all those things were done under this particular meeting. That was the seventh session that has happened. Okay, अब if you talk about this particular means the meeting that has happened, ठीक है, तो ये खुद किसके अंदर आती है? This comes under the Codex Alimentarius Commission. This was jointly launched by the World Health Organization and the Food and Agriculture Organization. Okay, and the headquarter of it is in Rome. Okay, and it's, what is its work? I hope it is easier to understand, to check on the qualities of the herbs and the spices that are used in the culinary purpose. Okay, coming to next question. As per the recent news that is for February, what is the total paddy procurement during Kharif marketing season 23-24? Okay, what is paddy and what is difference between paddy and a rice? Okay, so see, you must have all seen rice, the white or brown, whatever you have seen, right? The it's known as what? This grain is known as what? It is known as your rice. Okay, and above that, if there is brown covering, right? How, when will you observe the brown covering? When you see in the field, right? So there are grains, right? And above grains, वैसे इसके seed को it is known as caryopsis. ठीक है, लेकिन to not get you confused, let's just talk about it. ठीक है, तो जैसे seeds होते हैं, ठीक है, and above seeds there is brown covering that is there. ठीक है, so when you have your seed plus this brown husk, then we call it what? It call it paddy, and when this brown husk is removed, we call it rice. ठीक है, तो paddy production इसका कितना बोला था? ठीक है, so here it is 600 plus. ठीक है, so if you look at the news, what was the news? कि Kharif marketing season 23-24 में how much procurement has been done by the government? It is more than 600 lakh metric ton, and this has helped 75 lakh farmers. Means they had been given this support of having a place to sell their crop. Okay, and kitna MSP, kitna outlay इसमें use हुआ? More than 1,30,000 as per the government data. Okay, and apart from this, government, they have also come up with the Bharat rice. देखो, government is procuring this particular rice, and why they are procuring? They would do something for it, right? So they would want to provide it to the consumer at very low cost, right? So under that initiative, this Bharat rice has been introduced, which are being provided at a very lower cost. ठीक है, now next question we have. So देखो, although this particular this is your 2018-19. Okay, I will correct when you will get the PDF. Okay, you must think that, okay, why this older news we are covering where 28-29 data has been given? Because recently there have been no updates as on such. If there will be, then we will read it in the further sessions, right? However, but as per the result of the situation assessment survey that was conducted by NSSAO, what has been the farmers income in the year of 2018-19? Means this will we will then take it as a base year, and whenever we will compare next time, whenever be survey will be conducted, and then the calculation of the income of farmer will be checked, then it will be realized that how much improvement we have done. Okay, for this particular option number C, that is 10,218 is the correct answer. Pritika and Kanika said the right answer. Okay, and before that, if you compare it from what we have done the survey in 2012 to 13, and there we saw that what was the average monthly income in rupees? That was 6,426, but now it has increased to 10,218. I do agree it is still less if you compare to the inflation that we are facing, but still, if you have to, like, what the government is doing, they are trying to like let you know that there has been some improvement in the monthly average income. Okay, and this National Sample Survey Office, this comes under which ministry? This falls under the Ministry of Statistic and Program Implementation, that you can keep in mind. Okay, now coming to the next question. Recently an MOU is what? Memorandum of Understanding has been signed between two organizations. So one is the Quality Council of India, okay, and another is, which you're looking on the screen, which are one of the options to enhance the quality of khadi products. ठीक है, देखो आपके जो empower artisans and offer quality products under made in India. Okay, what government is doing, they are for the local products they have, first of all they are promoting vocal for local, means they are awareing people that they should buy local products, but on the other hand they are also trying to improve the quality of these local products so that they can compete at national and international market, right? Means for example, if I say, just give some random example, even you and I would want to support any local product that is there, but if it is of not good quality, my mind or your mind will get inclined to something which is of quality, because that can be utilized for the longer duration, right? So here what happens, government is trying to improve that quality. For example, if it's a textile, it's an apparel, its quality should be increased so that at national market, international market, its demand can be increased, right? Apart from that, branding is also government is focusing, right? Because they now at today's time we have this image of brands, right? If you're going to buy clothes, or even if like in a normal discussion it's being said, right, this is of this brand, this is of that brand. Okay, so brands are being trying to be created so that the consumers, they can get attracted towards it, right? So here I can see option number B, yes, KVIC is the correct answer to this. Okay, Deepak, Preeti, Kanika, Dixon, Tanya and Bharti all said the right answer. Okay, yes, or Khadi Village and Industries Commission इसका आंसर है. The aim is to identify to khadi as made in India, right? So branding should be done, and also the quality of the quality should be improved, right, of the khadi. ठीक है, and productivity and marketability also. Productivity is means what? Like for example, if in a day initially only one cloth was made, we should focus on technology, we should focus on better skills of labor, so that in a day at least 3 to 4. I'm just giving a basic example. Definitely I hope you understand this happens at a very bigger number, but if for example only one cloth has been made, any cloth has been made, so at least 2 to 3 is made. That is productivity. Marketability, again it talks about the branding, okay, how you are portraying it to the at the international level so that you are getting more and more international customers. Okay, and this MOU that was signed, it was signed in your Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Okay, coming to abhi aapke, we have done the revision. Now there are two homework, okay, for you all. One is related to the 7th session of Codex Committee, and one is related to the fertilizer subsidy. Okay, so that is all in this particular video, and do share the score what you have gotten. And on that note, I also want to tell you about some free material that we are providing on our website. Okay, if you go to the free material section on our EduTap website, there in the category section you can go to whatever examination you're preparing for. Like for example, if you're preparing for NABARD Grade A examination, then all the like strategy that is there, right? 5-step preparation strategy. We have the toppers talk, okay, so what they have followed in their journey in a very precise form. We have mentioned what is the syllabus, book wise strategy, all these things we have provided. And even if you scroll below, you can explore these topic section wise. Like if you want to know more about the exam information, you can click this one. In job profile, strategy, courses, for example, if I'm opening job profile, I can go for NABARD job profile. What is the CTC, allowance, promotion, perks, what is there, everything we have comprehensively covered. Okay, so yeah, so that is what I wanted to share. Baki, again, as I said before, thank you everybody for watching the session. Do share the score that you have, and we will come again with the new part for the June month, right, next Thursday. And until